Hi, my name's Clay.
My name is Logan.
And today we're going to share with you our elaborate travel plan.
Alright, so it's going to be a road trip. It's going to be 40 days long with 18 distinct locations. So let's just get right into it.
On July 9th, we'll be starting at Logan's house in Ventura, California. Day 1, we're going to drive to the Grand Canyon. Now we know it's a 7-hour drive, so we're just going to drive there and then just maybe call it a night.
Since we're using my car, which has the ability to have the seats fold into a mattress, we will be sleeping in my car.
Yes, then we don't have to pay for any hotels or anywhere to stay. In the Grand Canyon, we've got many of options such as hiking, bus tours, kayaking, and even historical sites. So after we go to the Grand Canyon, we want to go to Dallas, but it's very far away from the Grand Canyon, so we gotta have somewhere to stay somewhere along the way. So we decided that we're gonna go to Albuquerque and just stay there for a night. We're not gonna do anything too fun, just stay there for a night.
The next day, day 4, we're going to drive to Dallas. Some of the things we can do there are, there's a botanical garden in Dallas, and the city is known for its nightlife, and so we'll probably hit like a live concert or something.
So after we go to Dallas, we want to go to Washington, D.C., but again, it's a very long drive away, so we gotta have somewhere to stay from getting there. So we decided to stay at Nashville. Then the next day, we'll go all the way to Washington, D.C.
So as we get to Washington, D.C., there are quite a few activities we can do there, such as going to the White House and visiting historical sites, such as George Washington's house.
So after that, we'll drive to New York on day 9. Then it's a pretty long drive, we'll probably just take a rest, take it easy, maybe just relax. Then day 10, there's a lot of things to do in New York, so we had to divide it into 2 days. We can go to Times Square, go to the Statue of Liberty, the Central Park, Empire State Building, and they're also known for their pizza. They got really good pizza that we want to try.
Alright, from days 12 to 13, we're going to drive to Boston. In Boston, there's the Fenway Park, which we can go for a baseball game, and also the Freedom Trail it's a historic trail there, and it's got lots of interesting things along the route.
So after Boston, it'll be day 14, and we're going to drive all the way to Montreal. And again, it's going to be a little tiring, so we're going to give ourselves a rest once we get there. Then the next 2 days, we're going to be hiking Mount Royale, we're going to look around at Olympic Stadium, maybe even tour there if we can. And also, here, they got them very good bagels at Fairmount Bagel, so we also want to try some of their bagels.
On day 17, we're going to be driving to Niagara Falls in Buffalo. We're going to spend the night there, and in the morning we'll hit the actual Niagara Falls. We'll take a hike around it. The Buffalo Exotic Animals Zoo is definitely a to-do in Buffalo, as long as the iconic Buffalo Wild Wings in Buffalo.
From there, it'll be day 20, and we're going to drive to the Chicago area. But we didn't have to plan this one, because we got a friend who actually lives there who can give us a tour there, but it's the only destination here in this whole list that is actually a thing.
On day 23, we're going to drive out to the Wisconsin Dells. The Wisconsin Dells are host to a plethora of very fun water parks, such as the Noah's Ark Water Park and the Mount Olympus Indoor Water Park. So that'll definitely be a real blast.
Alright, now is day 26. We want to go to Mount Rushmore because that's somewhere we definitely want to go, but it's a very long drive away, so we gotta stop somewhere. We wanted to stop at Minneapolis, and at Minneapolis, there's Minnehaha Park, which has a really beautiful waterfall, and the Mall of America, one of the most popular malls in the world.
Alright, so on day 28, we'll be driving up to South Dakota. We'll spend the night there, and in the morning, we will be going to Mount Rushmore and hiking around the area. They also have very interesting gold mine tours that you can take while in the area.
So day 30, from Mount Rushmore, we want to go to Seattle, but that's like an 18-hour drive, so there's no way we're doing that in one day, so we had to split it up into 2 days. We found a place in Butte, Montana, which is about midway there, which we decided to stop at.
From Butte, we'll be heading up to Seattle. Once we hit Seattle, some of the things we can do in the city are going to the Space Needle and hiking the Discovery Trail.
Alright, day 34. We want to go to San Francisco, but again, a very long drive, so we gotta stop somewhere midway there. We found Medford, Oregon to be the place we'd stop. And then after we stop at Medford, it'll be day 35, and then we're going to San Francisco, but we'll be pretty tired, so we're probably not gonna do anything too spectacular on that day. But then the next day, we're gonna go to Ghirardelli, which is what it's famous for. We'll probably go to a Giants baseball game. We'll even see the Golden Gate Bridge.
So once we're finished up in San Francisco, we noticed that Clay's house is quite near it in Santa Cruz. And so, Clay, once we hit Santa Cruz, what are some of the things we can do there?
Yeah, so Santa Cruz, we can go to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, which is a very popular destination. We go to the Mystery Spot, which is actually also a really popular destination. And maybe just spend time in my house, because I don't really get to spend time in my house very often. You can kind of live our culture. It'll be a fun time. But then after that, it's day 40. What are we doing for day 40?
We are driving back to my house. So once we hit Ventura, we're going to spend the rest of the day at Ventura Harbor, watch the sunset and enjoy the last final day of our lovely trip.
So you're probably all wondering, how much is this going to cost? And we decided we want to be cheap, but at the same time, this is an adventure of a lifetime. Who cares how much we spend? This is our one time to really explore the world, or just America in this sense. So we calculated that it would be about 6,600 miles, so we approximated about $924 in gas.
We're planning on spending most of our money at larger grocery markets such as Costco, where we can buy food in a somewhat larger bulk to lower the price.
Then our last category, we have activity money, so all the activities we're going to do along this trip. And the thing is, we also account for the fact that we're probably not just going to be sticking to this list, but there's going to be some things that catch our eye that we also might want to try that we just aren't aware of yet. So we want to be really safe. We have about $4,000 combined spent just for that. But I mean, whatever we don't spend, we can just keep for ourselves, but we just want to be safe with that. So in total, it's about $7,724 that we'll need for this trip. I mean, it is a huge help that we are staying in your car for a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely cut a lot down from the costs.
Yeah, but I mean, how is it that we're not gonna get tickets, or how is this legal?
Well, I mean, a lot of Walmarts have stay-in places where you're allowed to park your car and sleep in for free. It's mostly for truckers, but a lot of people in their cars do it during road trips, and so that's a perfectly viable option.
Coming soon on DVD.
Oh!